Okay, welcome everyone. I'm going to make this video as quick and short to the point as possible. I'm going to probably overdo it a little bit, but I'd rather you have more than what you need than not enough information. My name is Richard, project manager. I'm new to the company. I may have reached out to some of you guys out in the field. Maybe some of you I haven't. I either haven't had the chance with all this stuff with the COVID-19 going on. But this is basically a video of the TPC site daily reports. I know as I've looked at them, they seemed a little laborious, and I worked with Billy on this, asking his input, his insights, and I wanted to create a template where we could offer up very standardized versions of what is a daily activity subject, categorically, that you guys could either just simply click on if it wasn't something unique, one of a kind thing, something unexpectedly happened, where you don't have to sit down at the end of the day and write out a small novel. So this was the reason behind it. Like I said, I worked with Billy. He gave me 17 different categorical things that usually happen on a job site. And so those are the ones that I'm using. If it's anything outside of that scope, as I'll show you, you'll be able to go in and write it out. But my thinking was, out of a 10-day period, let's say 2 weeks, 10 days, you're going to use probably pre-described, as I'm calling these, pre-described descriptions of your daily activity report. And you can just click on a button. It automatically uses that and sends in that report. It could save you minutes. It could save you hours, a week, and anything to make it easier for you, excuse me, out in the field is what I'm trying to do. So I'm going to walk through this as if I was one of you guys, which I do not know as much out there. You don't want me out there building pools, God forbid. So you come in, I'm using this sample project. As you can see, we are, of course, in PlanGrid. So you're going to come in as you're doing your work daily. So you go to a new report. You're in, the daily reports, and it should be something like TPC site daily report, a new wording. Go in, you click the report, you pick it, go down here, TPC site daily report. As you can see, the work log is going to be the same, materials, all of those things you guys can add, materials and everything else. And then we may add a similar template as this as we go forward if we see it really working well, to even help save some more of your time by adding this function into materials, equipment, things of that nature if we can. So let's get to it. Number 4, showing the daily site activity report, blah, blah, blah. As you can see, 4.1, this was what was today's activity? Section 1. I'm doing section 1 and section continued, as you can see down here, 4.2. And the reason for that is the program company, their software developers I worked with on this, they were unable to let me add under a single heading 17 selected options. So I had to break it up into 2 sections, 4.1 and 4.2. So that's why it's a little bit of a pain, but it's a lot faster than if you had to write all this stuff out. So as you can see, and I'm going to go through this real quick as possible. Dig the hole, excavate, install under slab plumbing, install slab forming, install slab rebar, pull floor slab, install wall forms, install wall rebar, shotcrete walls, strip wall forms, backfill and layers as we install underground plumbing. Now, if there's something under here that you want to add to it, if you select one of these like this, and you want to add to it, you can come down here to add a note, and it'll add even more information. But let's say you don't need any of these. You don't have to click on it. You can come down and say it was something down here under the continued. Install tile mud beds, install pool tile, install pool deck by others, not us, install mechanical equipment, install plaster, startup systems, train. Again, you can select one of these. You can add a note. If none of these worked, if it was a one-of-a-kind thing, then, of course, daily activity not listed, add that. You can, of course, type this in. Don't you love my typing? You can add a note to it, more of the wonderful typing, and then all you have to do is click submit. So there you are, guys, and that will hopefully help take down a lot of the time. If you have any questions, of course, give me a call. You have my number, you have my email, anything we can do to help you, okay? Thanks.